Hello everyone, namaste. So today's topic is on um, one of the questions that I was asked recently, and I had a very good discussion with one of my friends, and it was on how do we deal with jealousy in relationships, especially when you are involved with a romantic partner kind of thing, and then you kind of feel jealous when certain behaviors of his triggers your insecurities. So how do we deal with this? So there are, like this conversation I had with my friend, and I would invite that do your own due diligence and take it with a pinch of salt. It's not ready to apply on anyone and everything. I think that it is a very personalized journey that we all go through, and this is what I found was really really useful for me personally, and it was like firstly, there are three layers to it. I've categorized into three layers. Firstly, if it's a my thing. So the my thing is working on my self-esteem, my self-worth, healing my own emotional pain of the past, whatever emotional pain that I've been carrying on to, certain belief systems of the society, or you know how the dynamics should be and all, or how you should be looking, how you shouldn't be looking, what is a lot of this thing, especially as Indian women, we go through a lot of this kind of not only the dusky women, but also the white women also, like your body shape, your body type and all. We kind of have a lot of this self-judgment and body shame also, I feel. And women of all ages, and sometimes it's not even body shame, sometimes it's almost like if you're being seen fully, if you're being visible, because oftentimes when this has happened with me also, when sometimes when I wore off-shoulder top or something and was looking very pretty and dope, so there were some women who were slut shaming me and all, and I have been through a lot of that to myself, even the boys, so like in my childhood I've been through those things myself, so I know the first-hand experience of it and how it feels. And so this is why I said that first, feeling the emotional pain, like the pain body meditation. I will be making a video in this series on how to do the pain body meditation, exact steps of it. The pain body meditation by Eckhart Tolle. It kind of helps you regulate your nervous system, and then I also do a lot of yoga practices also to keep my body fully regulated, and do a lot of self massage. So self massage is me massaging each and every part of my body. So for example, right now I'm doing something like this on my hair, and like this I do it for the entire body. Every day for almost 20 minutes I sit with myself, and I continuously really appreciate each and every part of my body, of my hair and everything, who I am as a person, especially the body and all. I do it. It helps resolve your body shame and all. At the same time, you bless your nervous system, and it activates your parasympathetic nervous system also, so you go into a rest and digest mode. So this is the first thing that I do. The second I do is pain body meditation and yoga, and after self massage. So after self massage I do yoga and then the pain body meditation. I will make a video on the exact steps, so don't worry, in the series I'll continue with that also. And then doing self appreciation. So self appreciation is including of all the qualities that I have. Yeah, of course, like about my body also appreciate that, but apart from this, like for example, who I am as a person, my qualities that are unique to me. I'm someone who is a very someone who is very expressive, who is outspoken, I believe, and who is able to communicate and connect to other people very fast and quickly. And yeah, those are my traits. And I'm someone who's very well disciplined and reliable person. So like making a list of all those things, even in your career, even in who you are as a person, with your friends, with your family members, with yourself, sometimes the integrity that you hold with yourself, the self-restraint that you have in times when people might actually lash out, you have the capacity to actually respond. These are certain qualities that are very unique to me. So I really appreciate it. First I write it on a paper, and then I really appreciate it, like feeling that emotion in your body, that you feel complete ecstasy and joy when you feel that. Or like even now you can actually see through my face when I am actually expressing that to you. So yeah, that's the I guess fourth layer. Yeah. And then appreciating the other person too, their good qualities, or future pacing of what I expect things to be, how the way it is, because at the end of the day our relationships are usually our self-concept being reflected back to us. Of course, there are layers and nuances to this. There's karmas also that play out, so everyone is pushed out, but what I found is there is also karmic layer too. So apart from this, there comes Mona Sinaka Ho'oponopono also that I practice in order to build a very strong self-concept with my own, and relationship in their own subconscious mind. At the same time, the subconscious mind of other soul too. So I do a lot of practices with Mona Simenaka Ho'oponopono, where I clear off the karmas daily with the other souls, the negative emotional charge or anything, or even not for the negative also, even if something good happens, even if something bad happens, anything happens, I kind of clear off my karmas with the other souls as much as I can. And in the future series of videos, I will be creating a video on Ho'oponopono by Mona Simena, the exact 12-step process that I use self-identity through Ho'oponopono, and of course the links of the books and the seminars if you want to attend the paid lectures and all. I will, and also the free lectures by Kiala Kalani, I will give the references to that also. I am actually shooting content in the series of videos, so yeah, let's see how it unfolds. And so this is the next layer to it. So this was from my end, whatever needs to be done. Now comes, this is the internal work, now comes the external work. So for the external work, you might actually point out to your partner that, hey, like when XYZ does ABC behavior, I do not like it, can you please place boundaries with this person? Or I feel jealous, I'm a modern day woman, I know I'm not supposed to feel that, because as a modern day woman you expect us to be a certain way, like you should be cool, you should be chill, but I'm not someone like that. I do not like it. I feel jealous and I feel embarrassed and I feel really, really anxious, and I feel that it is my share of attention being given to someone else, like ouch, it really hurts. And and I of course assume that you have already done the discernment part of choosing a right partner for you. So this is the third layer to what I was saying. So the second part is actually communicating to your partner effectively that this is what you feel like and these are your boundaries, and you want that person to actually place boundaries with the other person too, that it doesn't work like that. I do not like it, like I feel embarrassed, I feel that this is my share of attention being someone to someone else, it's not good. And you just let him know that when I see you behaving with ABC in a certain way, I do not like it, please place boundaries. Or this is the second layer. And the third layer, and the most important layer, I think it should have been the first layer, is you have actually chosen a right man in a way. Because if you are someone who has chosen a red flag, someone who is not capable of giving you what, or providing your needs to be met, then that's a mismatch. Because sometimes what happens is people do it out of their own insecurities also. So let's say this man is not feeling seen by you fully, or he wants that validation. So what he will do is he will try to trigger your insecurities in order to feel, so that he internally feels that he's being wanted, he's being seen, and he's being desired by some other women, and at the same time by you also. Do you get it? So he feels internally a lack and insecurity that maybe he's not good enough, maybe he's not beautiful enough, maybe he's not manly enough, and then he wants your attention. So instead of communicating it effectively, putting it out in a healthy way, this is a distorted version, this is a unhealthy version of communicating your needs via attention seeking and all. So he might involve some other third party also into the dynamic, and he might do it to first to feel the validation that like he's receiving that attention from someone else, and at the same time teasing you also, making you feel jealous. People play these kind of games, I know it. And in the future series, I'll be also introducing you to the concept of different level of consciousness in both men and women. There are different levels of consciousness. So if you see the 97% of the population who doesn't do the inner work, their level of consciousness is very different from a man or a woman who is a conscious man or woman who sits and does a lot of self-reflection, does a lot of inner work, decouples, not undoes the, or we can say undoes or decouples the belief system that he or she has picked up from the society, and really find out the true authentic self of yourself, but which most of the population is not sitting and doing, unfortunately. So if you are picking up a man who is not capable of providing those needs for you, then chances are that it's time for you to practice your discernment, and you see that you want to really go ahead with this kind of dynamic where after even placing a boundary repetitively 2-3 times, if this person is behaving in a similar way, chances are it is not about you as a person. You are very beautiful yourself. Chances are it is an issue with that person. So this is where the discernment part also comes, and I feel that a lot of these feminine energy teachers, they do not even talk about this. I think that this is a very huge missing component in the feminine energy community, and I think that more of the teachers need to talk on this, because they teach women that like I feel almost like a vibe of gaslighting women nowadays, that oh, you did not do this right, oh, you did not do this right, and working triggering their insecurities. I do get it. They are sellers. They are actually there to sell their products and all, but at the same time I think they should make more content on, sometimes you can be doing everything right, but the problem is the other person. And I do get it, you might be emotionally attached to this person, you might be a lot in love with this person, but trust me, once the attraction is gone after 5-6 months, everything, and all your childhood patterns and all his childhood patterns comes out, everything goes downhill very fast. Especially if you do not do the inner work, if you do not have the tools and resources, it will literally take you minutes or years to actually see that things went downhill so fast. And so this is why I am a huge promoter of you doing your inner work before your marriage itself. So what happens is, once you do this kind of inner work, you kind of see these patterns. Now when I go out, even at my workplace, it has helped me a lot. Even at my romantic partnership, or my friendships, or my other relationships with my relatives, with my family members, like I can see through people now. And sometimes it's of course coming from a place of compassion. It's not coming from a place of judgment, but I do know like these are not the people who will be capable of providing me my needs. Probably 1 or 2 years down the line, they might be actually doing the inner work, or probably they might not be doing it, because that's not the path for them. That's not their dharma in this lifetime. That's not the karma that has been decided for them. They're not choosing that path in this lifetime. But at the same time, I need to have my own boundaries. I need to have my own discernment also. And I feel these feminine energy teachers, they kind of give you the tools of how to be feminine, how to be this, how to be that, but they do not give you this this insight of discernment of how do we handle the projections of other people. Because when you are out there, and especially when you're doing the inner work, you'll be attracting a lot of projections also on you. A lot of people, their insecurities, their jealousies get activated because they are not doing the inner work, and they see that you are getting all of these things from the outside, your compliments, and you're outspoken person. You are able to put out yourself on the internet and speak whatever you want. And some of the people who are not able to do this kind of work, unable to meet their own fears, sit with them themselves, they might actually point it to you that, oh, you do not look beautiful, who are you, who do you think you are to actually come up and show up on YouTube and post videos? Who the fuck do you think you are? There are people, I have met those kind of people too myself. I told you that I used to post content on 2023. Like I still posted on Instagram and all. I think since 2023, 2021 was the time when I was posting dance and all on my private account, and then on my public account I was posting a lot of videos on these insights that I was giving during my inner work journey. And so there were women who were triggered, who were jealous of me. And apart from this also, even as a child, I've attracted that kind of dynamic with some of the old ladies. Some of the let me tell you. So what happened was, I guess I was 12 at that time, and this one of the ladies, she was I think just 28, and she was competing against me on a competition, about because I was very creative in crafts and all, and she got jealous, she got triggered. And then she was kind of like not giving me her insights, her tips. She was sharing it with other cousins of mine, but with not me specifically. So I understood, okay, now I get it. Like she was getting jealous, girl, I'm getting triggered. And some of my friends also, like I do not even consider them friends anymore, but back in the day when I guess I was 14 or 15 at that time, like I went through those dynamics where some of these girls have literally stolen a lot of things from me. Certain things, like I haven't summoned up the courage to talk about now those things here on this platform. At least for now, I do not feel like sharing that story of mine, of my like what I went through in my own life. At least for now, I'm not feeling like sharing that, but I'm not summoned the courage yet. But some of y'all might have already understood what it might be. But like those girls have stolen a lot of things from me. So I get it. You need to have the capacity to actually hold on to other people's projections, and not only hold on to it, but use it effectively to you know, draw a boundary and remove these people timely from your life. Otherwise they can actually act like a, you know, this you know, rotten egg, like a rotten egg. It can actually destroy your entire life. And this is why the main element is actually having a discernment of the quality of man that you are attracting. Because if this man lacks in his self-awareness, he's not able to see through his own BS, then he's going to participate in those kind of shenanigans with the other women too. So yeah, so this is the first year. I think it should be you practicing your own discernment, and the discernment part only comes after you've done your own self-concept work. Because then when you feel internally worthy, you do not go out and try to seek that outside of yourself in the relationship. Like, of course, it's an interdependent relationship, it's a, you know, bonding process, but at the same time it is coming from a place of wholeness, it is coming from a place of integrity with yourself first. And then because you already have that high self-worth, boundaries and communication skills that you already learned intact, what happens is the quality of man that you attract also changes, because you stop tolerating shenanigans, you stop tolerating nonsense. And yeah, then you know, kind of disengage very fast when you see the red flags in a man. You see the things as it is, and you do not try to carry the emotional labor, you do not try to fix him, you don't try to mother him, you don't try to chase him, you don't try to owe him or do anything like that. You just see, yeah, like this is a person who is on his own soul journey. We have compassion, maybe tomorrow he'll change, but at least for now he's not ready, we are not a match for each other, and you let it go, you know. And you find your own person who matches your consciousness level. And of course I will go in the next series of videos that how, I think 2-3 topics. One is pain body meditation, second is the consciousness in men and women, what are the different levels of consciousness in men and women, and you know, the detailed series on how to do the inner work, like the exact tools and exercises. Like right now I'm just giving you a lot of it in you know, theory part. I think just being conversational with you and giving you the rough idea of who I am as a person and what are the topics that we will discuss and what, you know, like I have been in my life, just giving you a rough insight of that and where I'm coming from. But also I'm like, I, you know, ordered it almost already, mic and you know, the equipments and all, and the board also, writing board and all, to actually, you know, teach you all properly. And I'm seeing how to take things forward here on this page, not page, I guess this is on YouTube, right? So yeah, it's on this YouTube channel, let me see. And yeah, like I'm happy to connect. Just let me know what do you think, is there something you want me to address next, and share it, like it, drop comments, and yeah, just let me know if there's any questions that you, or if there's any kind of, you know, conversation you want me to have on this page, on any specific topic, or any comment about whatever I spoke on this video, anything you want to add in the video, just let me know. Thank you so much. Bye bye. I love you. Thank you for watching till now.